Good morning student, this is Shailesh Kumar and now we are on a channel Think Math, Think Different Zara Hatke, and our chapter of discussion in this video is chapter decimal fraction. So in this video our topic under this chapter is going on conversion of decimal fraction to the decimal numbers. So student, what is the decimal fraction you will come to know in this video, and how you will convert that decimal fraction to the decimal number. Also you are going to learn this skill in this video. So I hope that you will watch this video's second footage completely, so that no part of or no concept of the video should be missed at your end. So let us start our video that names topic conversion of decimal fraction to the decimal numbers. Dear student, in this footage we will going to learn that how to express a decimal number for each of the following. Now here you will see some decimal fraction are given. Decimal fraction are those fraction where in the denominator the numbers are of type 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh, etc. So student, these type of fractions are called the decimal fractions. Okay, where the denominators are of the type 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh or 10 lakh. Okay student, so you may see if in the denominator 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 or 1 lakh and 10 lakh and so on, then these type of fractions are called the decimal fractions. Now you can see that there are some decimal fraction being given to us, and we have to express as a decimal number. Okay, now student, first of all, this is 6/10. So how many zeros are there? In 10 only 1 zero. So I will write this in this manner that after decimal there should be only one digit. So 6 is the single digit and I will mark decimal here, and before decimal we must write 0 to show the presence of decimal. Okay student, so this is the answer. 6/10 can be written as 0.6. Okay, also you can see that 7/10 is here. Now 7/10, only one digit is there, so you will mark decimal after counting one digit from the right hand side. Now if you count from the right hand side, then 7 is the first number and you will mark decimal after first number. Okay student, therefore this is 0.7. Now you can go for the next question. 9/100. So here how many zeros are there? There are 2 zeros. So you will write 9 in this manner, so that after decimal there are 2 digits. But this is a single digit. So in order to make 2 digits, you will write 0, and after writing 0 you will mark decimal. Okay student, so you can see that this can be written as 0.09. Now we are on the next question. 16/100. So student, first you will write 16. Now there are only 2 zeros, so you have to mark 61 decimal after 2 digits counting from the right. So first number and second number. Okay, so how many digits are there? Only 2 digits. So I will mark decimal after 2 digits. Okay student, now you have come to an idea that if there is 0, it means 1 0, then you will mark decimal after one digit counting from the right. So you count one digit from the right, then you mark the decimal. Here you count one digit, after that you mark decimal. But here there was two zeros, so you will have to write two digits because there are two zeros. So you will write 9 and 0 from yourself and mark decimal. Okay student, here you can see there is 100 mean two zeros. Okay, so you will write 61, there are two digits, and after that you will write decimal. Okay student, so we shall proceed for the next question in the same way. Now student, here you will see there are three zeros in the denominator. So you will write 3 in such manner that after decimal there should be 3 digits. Okay, so you will write 3, but here is only the single digit. So how to make the 3-digit number? You will write 0, and after that you will mark the decimal, and you can see that after decimal there are how many digits? 3 digits. Okay student, now we are on the next question. Here are 3 zeros in the denominator, so you will have to make 3 digits after decimal. So you will write decimal, and after that you will write 0 and 1 and 8. Okay, now in this way you can think to write your answer, because there were 2 digits only, so you need to write 1 0 after decimal. So it completes the decimal number. Now here you see the only 3 zeros are there, so you will write decimal after decimal 3 digits. Okay, so already there are 3 digits, so you will write decimal, and there is no need to add one more zero because the 3 digits are there. Okay, that satisfies the condition for the denominator. Okay, so in this way student, you have learnt that how to express a decimal fraction to the decimal numerals. Okay, so I am pausing this video for a minute so that you can take the screenshot for the written purpose. Now in this footage the questions are of mixed fraction. Okay student, so you can do these questions very easily. So student, first of all you will have to see what is the number that is complete in the mixed fraction, that is 4. So write 4. Okay, now you know that how will you write 7 by 10 as the decimal number. Okay student, so we will apply our previous learning. Now 4, after that you will write decimal, and after decimal you will have to write 7 in such a way that after decimal there is only one digit, as there is 1 0. So 4.7 is the answer. Okay student, now I will think this type of question in the another way. Here you can see I can write 2 plus 6 over 10. Okay, now 2, this is 6 by 10, so I will write this 0.6. Okay student, now here you can see that 23 is a complete number, so you will write 23, and after that you will write decimal, then 9 over 1000. So you know how many zeros are there in 1000? 3 zeros are there. Okay, so you will, after decimal you will write 3 digits, but in the numerator there is only one digit, so you will add 2 0 at your end to write the exact decimal numbers. Okay students, this is the answer. Now same case is here, 312. 312, after that you will write decimal. Now 46 over 100. 46 over 100 mean only 2 digit, after decimal there should be only 2 digits. Okay, so decimal, and there are already 2 digits are given, so I will write 46. So in this way you can write the answer. If you have any confusion, then I can solve like it, that you may see 32 plus 46 over 100. Okay, now you know that 32 is the number and 46 is a decimal fraction. So how will you convert this decimal fraction to the decimal? So you will write decimal, and after decimal there should be 2 digits, but already there are 2 digits, so you will write 46. Okay student, now I hope you understand both the tricks. Okay, now 1 over 8 by 1000. 1 over 8 by 1000 means 1 plus 8 over 1000. Now student, you know that how will you write this decimal fraction as a decimal? So 1 decimal, after decimal there should be how many digits? 3 digits, because there are 3 zeros, 0, 0 and 8. Okay, 1.008. This is the answer. Now 5 and 7 by 10,000. So how will you see this? 5 decimal. Now 5.1234. 1, 2, 3, but there is 1 digit, that is 7. Okay, so you can see after decimal how many digits are there? 4 digits. In order to make 4 digits, I will have to add 3 zeros after decimal along with 7. So this is my answer. Another way you can think it like that, 5 over 7 by 10,000. So student, this is 5 and you will write this decimal, and here 7 over 10,000. So there are 4 zeros, so I will have to make 4 digits after decimal, but here is only 1 digit, so I need 3 more zeros. So 1, 2, 3 and 7. Okay, now in this way we can think of this. Now 9 over 10,000. So I have explained the method. After 1 you will mark decimal and you will write 9 in such a way that after 9, if we count after decimal, if we count from the right, there should be 4 digits. So 1 digit, 2 digit, 3 and 4. So in this way I got the final answer. Another way to think of this, 1 plus 9 over 10,000. So 1 decimal, 1, 2, 3. Okay student, so in this way we have completed the video. I am pausing this footage so that you can take the screenshot of the questions for the written purpose. Also, if you are satisfied with this explanation in this video, then please subscribe our channel Think Math, Think Different, Zara Hatke.